Hello, Life versus Jason Love with Jason Loves Life, and I am headed home. I'm almost home. But today I'm going to talk about parents fighting, and when me and Leah get into arguments, it's easy for people who are watching this video to assume we never fight. And then a lot of families, when you watch family vlogs, you kind of just like, oh look, they always get along every day, they get along. And you don't get to see those arguments because they're embarrassing, and for a variety of reasons. And I'm sure we will not be showing them. Maybe we will one day, but I don't have. It's just embarrassing because you hate to see people fighting or arguing. It's not. It's not okay. It's like people who argue at like restaurants and stuff like that. It happens, but it's not socially acceptable for good reason. So we have the same problem with vlogging, where if Leah and I have a big fight, it feels socially awkward and wrong to publish that. And I'm sure at some point it'll come up just from daily vlogging, but I thought I would touch upon that idea that, okay, I just want to let you know that we do fight. It's I'm trying to think of what it's usually on, like something done, I don't know, and it's hard to say like what we usually fight about because it's varied, and it's one of those things where the most recent fight would be like around money, so that's a common one. Sorry, police lights. And money in the sense of like, did you really need to buy that thing? And then, Leah buying something and me saying, we don't need that. And sometimes vice versa, but it's usually that way because I take care of the finance. It's one of those things where I'm like, all right, you paid $100 and some bucks for this thing that's sitting on a shelf. To be real, I do the same thing. I buy stuff and I just never use it. It sits on a shelf, or it sits on my computer if it's programmed, stuff like that. So, I'm not saying she just doesn't know about it because she doesn't like finances. She just hates finances. But the important thing I feel it's important for me not to fight in front of our kids, and sometimes they catch a glimpse of it, but sort of, even if it's faking it, not being real with the kids, when they're old enough, I don't mind telling them. But I feel like watching parents fight is very scary for kids. And my parents probably fought. Yeah, my parents fought in front of us, and it was just, I don't really remember how that made us exactly how I feel, but I can just see it being really scary. Because you don't know, they are basically, the people in charge of fighting is scary as a kid. So kids aren't sure what to think when their parents are fighting. So do whatever you can to keep them from seeing that. It's not always possible, but it makes a huge difference knowing that, feeling like everything's okay, because especially parents that fight a lot in front of their kids, like that's a chaotic world for the child. And so that's going to affect them. So do you want them to feel safe at home, or do you want them to feel fear at home and worried at home and stressed at home? And so I guess that's just what I want to talk about today. Here's a quick clip from the gig. I'll show you quick, and then
I'm doing this for you people.
Well, thanks for watching. Make sure you give a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you get a chance, and I will See you tomorrow. Back home. Back home tomorrow.